It can be fun to dive into games that you know you'll be able to sink dozens of hours into, but sometimes life makes it really hard to find the time to actually do that. That's why I make it my mission to check out quick and chill games that you can finish in a sitting or two. Escape from Mutation Station is a small escape room game inspired by Animal and other secret-filled games. It took me just under an hour to complete, but there's much more to do after you make it out. Think internet-wide scavenger hunt and tons of secret codes. The escape part of the game has some great puzzles, a few that took me an embarrassingly long time to crack when the answer was sitting right there in front of me. This mysterious computer terminal is central to the whole mystery, and to find the answers to its 6 puzzles, you'll have to tear this room apart and thoroughly search it from wall to wall and beyond. I'm mostly just showing the trailer here so I don't accidentally spoil anything for anyone who wants to play. It's less than $5, so you really have nothing to lose. Plus, the endgame content has stumped me so far, and so I need more people to work with on those puzzles. And a fun fact, the developer J. Marksman also has an upcoming game called Attack on Mutation Station, which seems to be an expansion on this world. It's got multiple different genres, side-scrolling shooter, point-and-click, and first-person exploration. Seems like an Inscription-esque retro sci-fi adventure, which is definitely my jam and definitely worth a wishlist. I've been waiting a long time to play Bugaboo Pocket, almost 2 years, and I'm very happy to say that this adorable critter-keeping game absolutely lives up to my expectations. In it, your goal is to raise and release bugs into the environment to help it recover from a wildfire. You play as a lone researcher living in a cabin with only your new friends and a pen pal colleague to keep you company. Each creature goes through an entire life cycle from a tiny egg to a majestic adult, and your role is to feed it, decorate its home, and play minigames with it to help it thrive. Every bug has an unlockable game for all 3 stages of its life, and by playing them, you'll earn bug poop, which you'll use as currency to unlock hats, furniture, and themes for your background. There is a bit of a waiting game here. You'll have to wait a minute if you play more than a few minigames in a row, but once you have multiple critters to take care of, there's just enough to juggle, items to unlock, keeping them healthy and happy that you won't have to wait as long. Still, not a bad game to have open in one window while you, say, write a script about it in another. Right now there are 7 bug species in the game, with plans to add even more if there's enough demand after launch. Which, judging by all the bug enthusiasts in the game's Discord server, the demand is definitely there. I've played for about 3 hours so far and still have a couple species to go, and there are plenty of extra challenges to aim for, like raising an insect with certain traits by changing out their habitat, the food they eat, or how you interact with them. Bugaboo Pocket is just so cute, and all this spectacular pixel art really does have me rethinking my view on creepy crawlers. Maybe they really have been cutie crawlers this whole time. Vaprowave Pinball, the dreamy VHS aesthetic, pink and blue sunset hues. This is by far the chillest pinball game I've ever played, is what I was thinking until I got to board 3 or so. The ball is weighty and takes its time as it bounces between the simple obstacles neatly placed on each board. Things, though, start to quickly ramp up as your score increases. The ball starts bouncing around more aggressively, making it harder to keep track as your combo builds. But the soothing music and visuals did a good job at keeping me calm in the heat of the moment. Who wouldn't be completely mellowed out just hanging by the pool? Quick and chill, the very definition of this video. A game don't need to be fancy to be good. These wise words were uttered by me as I played through the quick and chill and free Metroidvania that you can beat in less than an hour, Ascent DX. You've crash-landed on an unknown planet that just so happens to be filled with extremely useful upgrades and extremely charming Pico 8 graphics. I've already shown you too much, just go play it. Another new release, all of these are actually, Merchant 64 is a simple game about buying low and selling high. Travel from town to town to get the best prices, dig through barrels for free junk, and scavenge the wilderness. At first it takes a bit to really earn any money. The cheapest you can buy junk for is 1 coin, and the most you can sell it for is 2 coins. On top of that, you'll get robbed a bunch in your sleep, but once you buy the first backpack upgrade, you can start raking in the big bucks. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Wake up, check the price board, plan your day accordingly. But something about this loop is very addicting and very chill, and the N64 graphics are so cute. I'd love to see this idea expanded upon in whatever the dev's next project is. You know, now that I think about it, this could be an interesting game to speedrun. Well, and a Dream Barbecue is finally out. If you don't know what that means or why it's a big deal, neither did I. I played through this first free chapter, still don't get it, but I do think you should absolutely check it out. I'm not going to try to summarize the plot here, just know that you'll walk around these surreal worlds, traveling between them via doors, and do tasks for weirder and weirder characters. Seriously, these character designs and their animations are just unreal. I don't know if I even am supposed to understand what's going on, but either way, I like it. Almost every character speaks a different language, they all seem pissed off at someone or another, inconvenienced by our own presence. So weird. But that's what makes the experience of playing Dream Barbecue so great and so unforgettable. I've been following Spilled ever since its developer Lenta put out their first devlog on YouTube. This tiny boat game has come a long way in the past 2 years and is the perfect way to wind down from that bizarre experience that is Dream Barbecue. She lives on a boat, the game is about a boat, real full circle moment here. The main loop of cruising around, cleaning up trash and oil spills, and then recycling that stuff to get upgrades in order to clean up trash and oil spills more efficiently is simply perfect. There are a couple different biomes to explore, animals to rescue, plus 10 cents from every purchase will go straight to the whale and dolphin conservation. And I'll wrap things up here today with the recently announced Cast and Chill, a cozy fishing idle game where you catch rare fish, upgrade your gear, and reel in legendary catches. I've said it probably a dozen times, and I'll say it 12 more. I love fishing in video games. Plus, this one is gorgeous.